Neighborhood Adventures, Henry and Oscar's Tale. One day, in a small town, there lived a cheerful boy named Henry. Henry's best friend was his loyal companion, a cute dog named Oscar. Henry and Oscar were bored with the ordinary days in their neighborhood. One day, while wandering around the neighborhood, they found an old map. In one corner of the map, it said, "Mysterious Island." Henry and Oscar decided to embark on the adventure to discover this mysterious island. As they followed the path shown on the map, our young adventurers encountered interesting creatures, colorful flowers, and magical forests. Solving the challenges they faced along the way, they grew stronger. They ran from one adventure to another, crossing rivers, climbing mountains, and exploring caves. One day, they came across a large door. Wondering what was behind it, Henry and Oscar gathered their courage and opened the door. Inside, they found the master of the fairy tale world, Wizard Sparkle. Sparkle taught Henry and Oscar the secrets of the fairy tale world and decided to turn them into real heroes. As heroes of the fairy tale world, Henry and Oscar returned to their neighborhood. They were no longer ordinary. They began to share the magical beauty and adventures of the fairy tale world with the children in their neighborhood. Everyone listened enchanted to the tales told by Henry and Oscar, and so, the great adventure in Henry and Oscar's neighborhood turned ordinary days into unforgettable memories. Everyone learned that by opening the doors of the fairy tale world, they could find the hero within. One day, as Henry and Oscar were strolling through their neighborhood, they stumbled upon an old library. While exploring inside the library, among dusty shelves, they found a magical book. The cover of the book read, "Secrets of the Lost Kingdom." Intrigued, Henry opened the book and got lost in its pages. The book transported them to the Lost Kingdom. Here, they discovered a world filled with vast forests, endless meadows, and colorful castles. They formed friendships with mystical creatures they encountered along the way and tackled challenging tasks together. Oscar played games with a giant water dragon, and Henry met a fairy princess who could communicate with flowers. However, as enchanting as the secrets of the Lost Kingdom were, there were also dangerous mysteries. A colossal creature they encountered had disrupted the balance of the kingdom. Henry and Oscar, combining their courage, decided to change the fate of the kingdom. During this adventure, Henry and Oscar became true heroes with the amalgamation of their friendship, curiosity, and courage. Through their efforts, the Lost Kingdom regained its former glory. As Henry and Oscar began their journey back, they left behind a kingdom full of memories and returned with a new adventure filled with friendships. When Henry and Oscar returned from the Lost Kingdom adventure, they felt even more connected to their neighborhood. However, there was one memory missing from their adventure, the special moment when Oscar helped Henry. One day, as they strolled through the park in their neighborhood, Henry suddenly decided to climb a tree. However, due to his fear of heights, he hesitated, trembling on a branch. Oscar was right by his side, ready to help his friend. Oscar encouraged Henry by wagging his tail and looking at him with his adorable eyes. Henry felt empowered by Oscar's presence. Gathering his courage, he started climbing towards the top of the tree, with Oscar accompanying him step by step. When they reached the top of the tree, the view was breathtaking. Henry, seeing the neighborhoods, parks, and distant landscapes, looked at Oscar with a grateful smile. Oscar, wagging his tail joyfully, gave him a look that seemed to say, "I'm always here for you, my friend." This moment strengthened the friendship between Henry and Oscar even more. Now, everyone in their neighborhood was talking about Henry and Oscar's Lost Kingdom adventure and this special moment. Just as Oscar was always there for Henry, Oscar continued to support him in every step. and so, every child in their neighborhood drew inspiration from the friendship and adventures of Henry and Oscar. Their story became a beautiful tale not only about what happened in the Lost Kingdom but also about how a dog helped a child and stood by his side.